Hey guys, this is Gloria. So I am here because I wanted to share with you guys the Tim Holtz stains that I was able to pick up from Tuesday morning. I won't share with you guys all of the SKU numbers only because other people have already shared the SKU numbers here on YouTube, and so you can just kind of search for the Tuesday morning distress stain sale or whatever. But what I wanted to share with you guys is a swatch out of the different ones that I have. I also had a few, which are the ones with the stars next to them. I've had these in my stash already, so I just wanted to share with you guys just in case these three are also at Tuesday morning. You can see how they look. Then I'll share with you guys how they look inside my journaling Bible, as well as my my traveler's notebook, and then just on another little notebook that I have as well. So I'll share with you guys what these look like. This is picked raspberry, and the name is right next to the actual color. The picked raspberry is a really pretty color. It's like kind of like a magenta. This is one barn door that I've already had in my stash, and it's a really pretty red color. They have a bunch of colors at Tuesday morning that I didn't pick up, but these are a lot of fun to play with. This one is Mowed Lawn, and it is a really pretty grass green. You do have to prime these first. I was playing with them this morning, so they're coming out pretty good, but if they don't, just kind of press down on the top and they will come out. This one is called Milled Lavender. It's a very light lavender, but it's very pretty in person. This one is Abandoned Coral. It's okay. I mean, it's not my favorite, but it's okay. My favorite is this one, which is Mustard Seed. This one I had in my stash already, but if you can get your hands on it, it is a really pretty yellow. This one I also had in my stash. This is called Faded Jeans. A really pretty blue. And this is Brush Corduroy. Like this one as well. And I didn't think that I was going to like this one, but this one is one of my favorites as well. This is called Carved Pumpkin. Very pretty. And then this one is called Mermaid Lagoon. So these are some really pretty colors, you know. The colors kind of match the front of the bottle, which is great, so that you know kind of what you're getting. These are great to dye your seam binding. If you have white seam binding, you can make your own color seam binding with them. It's also great to just use in art journaling and stuff like that. This is just regular copy paper that I'm using here. And as you can see, the middle parts of the distress stains are almost already dry. The edges are a little bit more wet because that's where you first start and you end, and so they're going to be a little bit more wet, but they do dry pretty quickly. That is the way that it looks on the back. It does have some shadowing on the back, and if you're not careful, it will bleed through the paper, especially this thin 24-pound. I think this is 24-pound, or it might be 20-pound copy paper. So you have to be careful with that. But all in all, very, very pretty colors. And they have a lot of colors at Tuesday morning for you to pick through. So what I wanted to share with you guys is this is one of my traveler's notebooks that I created. Just using some pretty pattern paper, some cutouts from a paper stack, and just some regular copy paper that I printed my lines and my verse and date on. And so I wanted to share with you how, like, I put stain on the page, and then those dots that you see coming through the stain is the color on the back side. So if you're planning on using this thinner paper and using your distress stains, you may want to actually combine two sheets together so that you won't have that bleed through. Same thing here. This is Milled Lavender, and you can see the Mermaid Lagoon coming through this page here. So you may want to either not do every page where there's going to be bleed through, or know that you're going to cover that particular one up that you don't particularly like because of the bleed through, or you may want to just tape 2 sheets together so that you won't have that problem. But I noticed that with all of these, and I didn't let these dry in between. I just put the ink on, both sides, and just kept flipping and kept adding ink to each page. Now, some of the ones towards the back, I did actually let the ink dry, but as you can see, it still bled through. So, you just have to be careful of where you're applying the ink and how it's going to bleed through. Like on this one, there is like little to no bleed through, and this is the Mold Lawn, and then this is the Brush Corduroy, and I can't see the colors on either side of this one. So it just depends. I can see a little bit of the shadow on this one, but not the color. So it just depends on what you're using it on. Then in my traveler's notebook that I use every day, let me show you that. What you can do is you can just use it to add color to your page, like this one. This is one that I did today, and I just used it. I put the color on first, and then I wrote on top of the color. So you can do that as well, and I thought that came out really, really pretty. I also put some of that same yellow right up top here, and then I'll put some embellishments and stuff on top of this when it's time for me to do this particular page. But it works really well. It just depends on what you're using it on and what type of paper you're going to use it with. I also used a little bit inside of this journaling Bible. This is not my regular journaling Bible, but I wanted to try out the paints inside of here. And as you can see, this is the paints on the margin here. The words still show through, as you can see right here. So I don't have any problem with not being able to see the words, which is great if you want to use this in your Bible to highlight certain things and to put color inside your Bible, even on top of your words. However, it does bleed through to the opposite side, which you can see here, and it does shadow. So you have to be kind of careful with that. You could prep the page, but because it's a stain, it may not necessarily dry on top of the gesso. I'm not exactly sure because I haven't tried it out. It may just sit on top, but like I said, I'm not exactly sure. The remedy for this, though, would be just to put a pretty piece of pattern paper on top of that and then keep journaling, or just journal on top of that, Like, I don't have a problem with bleed through and all that stuff when I'm using my regular Bible. And if that happens in my regular Bible, I just use pattern paper on the back, cover that up, and then just keep going. So that is an option for you. So just wanted to come and share with you guys this video about the distress stains, just in case you guys were wondering how they work, or if they work, or what they actually work on. I believe these can also, you can color your wood veneers with this as well. So a lot of different uses for it. You can use it as watercolor by putting it on acetate and taking some water and using it that way. A lot of things you can use this with, and for $1.49, this is a great price, because they're still selling for regular price on Joann's website. So great price if you can pick those up. If you guys have any questions or comments, please leave them down below, and I'll get back with you as soon as I possibly can. Take care, guys. Bye.